David Lovejoy with KGNC News Radio. I'm joined by our Ag Director, Miss Shannon Gray, and we're lucky enough to be in the presence of Mr. Randy Whipple, the Director of the WRCA Rodeo. They're in town this week, a big show, a great time. We just took a tour of the Civic Center. Mr. Whipple, this is a big event. People from all over the country and some parts of the world are here to participate and even merchandise and sell. Our Civic Center, 52 years old. How much more bigger could this show be, could this event be, if you had a bigger facility?
Oh, it could be much bigger. Many more people come to town. I mean, the size is what's limiting us. It not only limits the amount of stuff we can put in the building, but it limits the number of teams we can invite into Amarillo. And that's a huge deal because each team is 6 guys and their families and their friends, their relatives, and so that number, and it's set to number 24 because of this space we have for the rodeo arena.
Yeah.
And so we can't grow anymore until this facility can grow with us.
Yeah.
And we would love for this facility to grow and Amarillo to grow with us because we've got potential. I mean, huge potential. The working cowboy is still alive and well, and he's raising those cows to put steaks on your plate, and we are here to support him. They need that support. We need to do this ranch rodeo deal, and Amarillo, Texas is the place for it. There's no better city in America for this event. So we want to keep it here. We want to grow this facility so that we can grow our association, our foundation, give more money to the working cowboy and his family in times of need. That's what we're here to do.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
That's why you're here.
And you know what? That money that is spent in Amarillo during our event rolls over 2 or 3 times. And those of you that work at a convenience store or work in a restaurant, or I don't care what you're doing, building houses, you're affected by the money that comes in to Amarillo because of this event. So that's why it's so important that we can all join together and take that risk of growing this facility so we can grow. And not only us, there are several other events that would come to Amarillo because of the new facility.
Yeah. And that's the one great thing about this rodeo. It's about the competition. It's about the cowboys and the cowgirls. But every penny they raise goes to scholarships and to take care of health needs or issues that these cowboys and cowgirls may have. So this money goes to help people. It's not going in somebody's pocket to say, I'm going to buy an airplane. And that's the great cause. That's right.
Yeah. You were talking a little bit about the fact that obviously this is an event that's going to grow. It needs to grow. It has the want to grow. But this isn't just an event. I mean, y'all really take care of the families of the people who support the WRCA, who are competing in this event. On that tour that we took, I mean, I've been coming to the WRCA for years, and I had no idea what your cooking situation was. Give our viewers just a little idea of that simple growth factor for cooking for these contestants that would make a difference.
You betcha, you betcha. So when we first started this event, and it was a little bit smaller with like 13 teams coming, we actually cooked just on the other side of this trailer out in the parking lot for our ranch families, for the competitors and their kids and their moms. And it's so important that those people have that here, that hospitality, because they can't afford to do that and eat out every meal. Now, they do eat out, they love to, but we support them here by doing that. And so for us to grow, we're going to have better facilities to actually provide hospitality. Right now, we cook on a dock. Our refrigerator's a trailer. An oven that we use comes from my barn. And we make do. But we could do so much more with standard facilities like people are teasing us with across the country.
Yeah.
So we really would like to see some growth and changes and things because we could take advantage of that, absolutely. But that is going to pay back the city in years to come. The $6 million plus that we generate here over this weekend could turn into 12 or 14 million pretty darn quick.
Yeah.
So that's what we want to do. The stuff that we do for the working cowboy, it's so important to us to treat those families right, and our sponsors and our volunteers. But we do everything we can. We've made do to make this facility work. We will continue to do that in some ways, even with growth. But we need some growth so that we can provide the environment necessary to put on a world-class event right here in the crown of Texas.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. They're using every square inch of this facility for this event, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Mr. Whipple, I want you to tell them, it's not like you're not being courted.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
There are a lot of
cities.
other cities that would love to have this event because they know the growth, the potential. They see the income that it generates for the local businesses, and there are a lot of cities that are investing money back in their infrastructure, in their civic centers per se, and they want us to be there. I am a local guy, and I do not want us to ever move. I fought to get it here in the first place, and I'll continue to fight to try to keep it here. But I also have to look at the best interest of our organization and our goals and our responsibilities there. So, that's where we're at.
I'll give an example. There's a network, a cable network, that shows rodeos, and they show rodeos from smaller communities in Amarillo because they have the capacity to plug and play. They can pull their television equipment in here, plug in one unit, get on great Wi-Fi, and blast it across the world. Because of the way the Civic Center is structured and the age of it, they would have to pull in more trucks and more cables, and they don't have the room because they're using every spare inch. This just has the potential to go to a whole new level, and that's why it served us well. Don't get me wrong, the Civic Center has served us well, but like Mr. Whipple said, it's time to take that bold step forward and go to the next level.
What would you say that the folks of Amarillo need to do to help make this dream a reality?
I think they need to all participate in this conversation about the Civic Center. I think that input would be awesome. If people can, come in and talk about that, and there's a committee to talk to about that. I think that's very important. Get educated. Really get educated, and don't just vote based on what you think. Get the real truth. Don't listen to what's out there on the Facebook and stuff like that. If you see something, study it to be sure it's the truth, and then vote the way you feel. But I know it's a risk. I know it's an investment. But I know that when the Air Force Base left here and I was a little kid, thank the Lord everybody voted for this, because I have spent my life coming to every kind of hockey game and basketball game and all the cool stuffs here that we've had over the years, concerts. The rest of the people that live in Amarillo need that experience as well, the young kids do. We need to do it for the kids' future and what can be going on in the next 50 years.
You can go to conversationciviccenter.com, get all the facts on that. I also want you to go to the WRCA website, check out the great thing this organization does. It's for the working cowboy, and it's from here, it's about here, and we need to support it. David Lovejoy, Shannon Gray, Mr. Randy Whipple here at the Amarillo Civic Center with the WRCA Working Ranch Rodeo Championship.